Good morning, dreamers. It's a cold and dreary day. It's hard to get up out of bed this morning. Let's be honest, I'm struggling with sleeping in because the kids don't need to be up and moving and out and about. And it made me realize, there are people in this world who would ache to have a busier schedule. There are people that would cry tears of joy if they could have the blessing of a child. And I know this in my head. But when I complain about messy living rooms when I come home from work, or I complain about the fact that the fresh muffins for breakfast, three of them were gone before midnight, when I, when I do a little bit of pouting, I realize, wow, I have to flip that on its head. I'm so blessed. My kids are amazing kids. And yes, there might be moments of, but they're so fortunate. My kids are also fortunate to have examples, not just in my brothers and sisters, my brother and brother in law and sister in law, but in their cousins. One of them is celebrating today. A beautiful, beautiful young woman. There's no kid in her anymore. And yet, there will always be an inner child in her that she needs to enjoy. Emily, Emily Elizabeth. She's, that phrase, still waters run deep? She's still waters. I am sure that in her home with her three siblings, she will pick and cause the waters to ripple and stir. But the her she allows outside of the home is one of confidence, quietness, gentleness, I think is more the term, and but a passionate fire underneath that sees injustice and is willing to call it out. She will never rally in front of people. She will never take up the microphone if she stays the way she is right now. Like, there could be something that causes her great consternation and she grabs the microphone, but I don't see her as being a future politician. Let's put it that way. But her authenticity, her calling it like she sees it. My poor sister, because guess what? Still waters run deep. she's she's the anchor that holds the tossing ship, and Emily got a lot of that from her. That at least outward confidence, even if she doesn't feel it inside. And I just look at the two of them, my sister and my niece, and just go, God did something really special when He made you. Emily's ability to learn, and when she doesn't understand, her ability to teach herself, her work ethic is mind boggling to me. I have a strong work ethic too, but this kid's studying all the time. She is a natural learner, even if the subject at hand, she's not grabbing straight A's with no effort. I think that's fluky. If anyone can grab straight A's with zero effort, I think there's a lot of very smart people in the world that have to work hard to put it all together. But Emily, she works so hard. And when she puts her hand to something, it happens. She's quiet, shy, introverted, all those wonderful things that I am not. She's like the opposite side to my coin. Well, her mom is. And yet she just looks and observes and watches, takes it all in, and loves the world around her, digs deep into spiritual things, asks questions when she doesn't understand, She might not be a defiant question asker, aka heretic, like her little brother, but she asks. She points out when she thinks something's not quite right. She pays attention to the world, to what's going on in the world, to current events. She really cares. And when she writes her book, I'm going to be the first in line to buy it. So look around you today. Take a note from Emily. Just be. You don't have to be the microphone person. You do not have to be the one up front. You have a deep, rich power when you are still. When you are still. Have you ever looked at a very still pond? There's still movement. It's not stagnant, but it's calm. And that's where the little creatures build their nests. That's where the little creatures have their young, because there's a solidity there. There's a calmness and a steadiness, a peacefulness. So be peaceful today. This cat, not peaceful today. But be peaceful today. Be at peace today. And know that you don't have to be top of the class, the top of the everything, in order to be passionately successful. Be who you've been created to be. And you'll be getting straight A's in your life too. Working hard just to be. Enjoy your day.